One of my favourite winter paintings is this image by the Flemish artist Pieter Bruegel the Elder, and it's probably the most famous winter scene in all of art history. It's called Hunters in the Snow, and there are a few wonderful details in this painting that you may have never seen before, and I thought it'd be worth pointing them out. The painting shows 3 hunters returning from a hunt with their pack of about 12 dogs, and they're just cresting over the hill, and down below is a scene of a wintry town with people playing ice hockey and ice skating and doing other wintry things. Now, the detail I wanted to point out to you first of all is the inn on the left hand side, a pub or an inn, and you can see that it has a broken sign hanging above the door. Now, if you look very closely, what this broken sign depicts is actually an image of St. Hubert. And St. Hubert was the patron saint of hunters, and his story is that he was out hunting one day and he saw a great stag, a male deer, and he was about to fire his arrow at the stag when he saw between its antlers a glowing crucifix, at which he fell to his knees and sought forgiveness from God. So St. Hubert became the patron saint of hunters. So you can see in the painting that we have a pub which is represented by the sign, and actually the pub was called the Golden Hart, the Golden Deer. But because the sign is hanging to one side, you can see that there's actually some issue here, a problem. And what we understand therefore is that the hunt and the pack of hounds have returned more or less empty-handed from their hunt. And in fact all they have is just a fox slung over the shoulder of one of the hunters. And at the time, fox meat was considered to be unpalatable, not very nice, and in fact most of the time foxes were hunted really just for their pelts, their fur. Finally, I think it's worth remembering that the scene could not have existed in real life. Bruegel's combination of Flemish style architecture and jagged alpine mountains was pure invention. Instead, what he gives us is a topographical portrait in an era where cartographers were mapping territories near and far. Bruegel painted his town and landscape with an artistic eye.